screen seems like it's changed. Maybe not. Maybe it's me. Maybe we just haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, well, we haven't done it in a while, but I thought you'd been doing it with um
I did some with Barbara.
mhm.
Hello, all. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Uh, we were having a couple of technical difficulties, but things are better now.
Yeah.
It
I
may
got it.
just be that I've got my camera a little closer, but
Yeah. I also have to see what's going on here. I if my phone rings, I have to answer it.
that's fine. That's fine. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Sue. Glad y'all are here. Hi, Barbara. We're glad you're here. Well, while Tanya's answering her phone, I'm going to show you. I made a couple of those little zines that she made on her
Oh,
video.
wait. I got to be able to see. I got to be able to see. Make
Oh,
yourself big so I can see them better. Hi, Sue. Hi, Brittany.
okay.
Hi, Barbara.
Okay.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. Well, I made two.
Oh, those are cute.
Just used little sticker things that I got from my bullet journal.
Uh-huh.
I, I guess I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't take glue these down because I thought I might want to make more copies.
Copies. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, but when
Oh, that's so
um,
cute. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
but my copies, I can print on this printer and get it all the way to the edge, but I can't just make a copy and get it like that.
Uh-huh.
So my
Hi,
copies are
Teresa.
off.
A little
The
bit.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
centers, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm still going to use them.
Yeah,
But
I think they look cute. Yeah.
anyway, that's fun. And this is the little journal I bought to stick in my purse, and
Mm-hmm.
I already had this. And then I thought, well, maybe I could make one a little bit bigger, so I did an 8.5 by 14, but then it was too wide,
Too
so I
wide.
just went
Uh-huh.
back to 8.5 by 11.
Well, you could
But
put either rubber band it in or you could put a little pocket in the front.
oh, that's true. You could put a pocket in it because this is bigger. I hadn't thought about that. I
Uh-huh.
was
And
planning
then you
just to
could
rubber band it in, but I didn't have the rubber bands.
uh-huh.
So a pocket would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Would work really well. Hi,
Yep.
Teresa.
Hi,
If you didn't hear
Teresa.
me. I think I said hello to everybody else.
I'm glad you're
That's
all
cool.
here.
Mm-hmm. So
Anyway, I was just showing those. I got inspired
after my video,
after your
well, that's
video.
cool. Well, that's always cool. I like to know that I
So
inspired you.
you did. You inspired me.
I inspired you. Mm-hmm. Um,
Oh, that's a good idea. Sharon says you. I mean Sharon.
you can cut down a
Barbara. I think it was Barbara. Well, now I've lost it. It was Brittany. You can cut down a 12 by 12 to a taller size, but the same width.
hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then you couldn't copy it. I don't,
that's true.
I
That's
don't know
true.
that you could copy it.
I
So,
couldn't on my little machine. You could take it
yeah,
somewhere and get copies made, but
because I can
anyway,
do a 11 by 14. Is that right? No, I can do an 8.5 by 14. I think that's
yeah,
what it is. Legal size. I can do legal size. I just can't
yeah.
do.
I can print that, but I can't
Uh-huh.
scan it. My
Yeah,
tray's not big enough.
yeah. So,
Okay.
so to tell you all what I'm doing today is I've made myself a chore that's going to make me a little crazy, but sometimes you just got to do stuff. So, um, I got 50 of these I have to cover and make cute. And I decided rather than just using cute paper, I wanted to decorate them because if I'm going to do it, I want to have fun doing it. So I'm going to cover them all with red and green paper This is kind of like a real thin cardstock, and then I'm going to make them cute. So, but it took me like all of 20 minutes to figure out how to get this rubber band stapled on there. I was like, okay. I stapled it backwards so many times it was unreal.
Well, you got it though.
I got it. Okay, we're gonna do 6 3/4. Of course, I can't get but 3 out of a 12 by 12 sheet. So
Well, I'm just going to continue working on this. I've got some more Tim Holtz stuff I'm going to stick in it. So.
Well, this is my my test one. 1, 4 by 6 and 3/4. And then since I've got to do so many, I'm going to thanks, Sue. And hello, Sue. Since I have to do so many, I'm going to do it sort of what do you call that? Just a minute, I'll think of it. Production style.
Assembly line.
Assembly line, yes. Yep.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Okay.
How many things I have that are big. Because most of this stuff is not big. But these are.
Is that your ephemera book that you were working on?
That's what it is. Okay.
And what happened was, guys, I was at mom's. There's been a lot going on with my mom lately. Of course, we're having a lot. It's like, okay, can it get any worse this month? It's like, okay, all right, I had to have a new crown. Jeff's Jeep is in the shop. We got termites. Then last night the furnace wouldn't work, so now I got the furnace guy here. So it's like, okay, this one more thing. Just one more thing.
Just one more. You
just
can handle
one more.
Just one more.
One more. Yep, just one more. Anyways, mom has she got COVID, and then she's just driving me nuts, I guess. Anyways, I think I got her sort of settled down, but yesterday was just one of those days. If you're doing a bunch of those, Tanya, cut the pieces out and do the painting and decorating flat on your table before you glue. What I decided to do, Barbara, is I'm not going to do any painting. I am going to cover them all, and then I'm going to use little pieces of paper to collage on them. And I can do that with them closed because I'm only going to do something on the front. That's my plan, is to just do something on the front. So if the way it works, I'm just going to do, I've got some really cute different things in the way of Christmas cardstock that I can cut pieces out of, and I've got some stickers and stuff like that. So that's my plan, is to do something just a little simple on the front. Just for some reason, the cardstock, just doing it with cardstock, didn't look cute to me. I don't know what it was.
You just needed a little more artistic impression than that.
Yeah, I just needed something that I wanted to make it cute. So, and I don't want to ink it because, these are people who might, wonder what in the world did she give me something dirty for? So, but I'll kind of show you my plan. That covered pretty easy. Was what I wanted to be sure of. Oh, I need this. Oh, that's you.
Yep, that's me.
Um,
I imagine it's Hannah letting me know she made it to work. She came home for lunch,
oh,
which
okay.
she doesn't normally do, but our weather's not great, and so Sparrow, if he's out in the house, he has to be very highly supervised.
So, he's put away, and
Yeah, that's why we were waiting till 2 so she could come home and take care of him. And
anyways, they're making stockings at my mom's assisted living facility, and they have 50 residents, and they were trying to gather fun things for their stockings. So this is my plan: is to make 50 little books, okay, and decorate them. Okay, that worked very well. Okay, now here's the deal, guys. Of course, last night when I decided to do this, we all know about these little pins, right? I've been seeing them everywhere at Dollar Tree, Christmas ones, right? Didn't buy them because I didn't need them. Everywhere. 4 stores last night. One of the stores finally had pencils. The rest of them had no pencils and no ink pens. And I've seen them in Christmas colors. I was just going to attach a little pen, So, oh, and by the way, did you see I got rid of my Band-Aid?
oh yeah, you have pretty
Okay.
nails now.
I put this, well, I just that one. I put this on last night. We'll see how it works. I got them at Dollar Tree, so I don't know how well they'll work, but it's a whole lot better than a Band-Aid, and it seems to be working pretty well. So we'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see.
Well, you won't know till you try. So
That's it. Okay, what do we got out here now? That's probably somebody. We're also getting new. It's what do I want to call it? The road on the corner. Yeah, Sue, thanks. Because these are cheap. I mean, they were $1.25. And I used too small of a one, but that's okay. I don't care. I just want it to hold that thumbnail together. Aw, they took the baby to see Santa and Mrs. Claus yesterday. Yay.
she's probably young enough she doesn't mind. So
Yeah.
sometimes after they get a little bit of age on them, they're like, no.
No. Okay, I had something out here I wanted to use. Now, where'd it go? Okay, what did I do? Leave it out somewhere?
What are you looking for?
Well, I got out some stuffs that I wanted to use for the decorating part,
Yeah.
and now I can't find it. I had it all out. I had it laid out and sideways because
Well, that sounds like a good thing, Sue. If all it takes is a bowl of Jello to make your nails stronger, that's wonderful. Just eat some Jello. Sounds good.
well, Sue, this one is actually damaged. It's damaged down inside my finger. Um, I caught it actually in a camper table when I was a kid, and it's damaged clear down in there, and it's done that since I was a kid. So it's one of those things that um probably will never get fixed. So nobody's ever been able to give me a way to fix it. I'm just gonna decorate one for the moment because um, that way I can see how it's gonna work.
That sounds like a good idea.
Hmm. Partially because I'm gonna have a bunch of fussy cutting. I think I've got some stuff fussy cut elsewhere, so I can get it out. But I just thought I'd do this one. So my nails are actually pretty strong. They grow real well. But that one is just, that one's always been a problem.
A problem nail.
Yep, it's a problem nail. You know, one is piece is not going to be enough. I'm going to have something else to go with it because this is just going to look too sad. It's going to have more of a collage. Okay. Okay. Hi, Peg.
Hi, Peg. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
Sue, they were called nail wraps from Dollar Tree. I'll get the package. Just a minute. I'll be right back. Oh, I gotta get past this heater. Oh. Now, somebody was in my stream the other couple weeks ago, and we were talking about it. I used to use those things called jamberry nails, and they worked real well. These you didn't. It doesn't say anything about heat setting these, but that's what they were, and they were $1.25 at Dollar Tree. So if they work at all, it's better than Band-Aids because Band-Aids get wet the first time I wash my hands, and I wash my hands all the time. So
Yeah.
they don't. Band-Aids don't work very well, and glue has not been working very well. Um, it peels off real soon. Wonder if I would have enough Christmas stamps. Don't know that I would. I know I have some Christmas stuff cut out, so I may have to wait to do this, but there's some. There's some. Oh, that's only a little bit, though. Oh, shoot. Huh.
Kind of stretch them out a little bit so they don't be.
You just putting them in where they belong.
Well, I'm just making spots for them as I go, sticking stuff in as I make pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I've been putting the biggest stuff in first. I started out with my paper dolls. Oops.
Well, Sue, I'll let you know how it's working. I do hope to stream Sunday, guys. I'm sorry about last Sunday. Um, I just, I just had a headache for days, and I, uh, I seem to have eliminated it today. I guess maybe all the stress of today made the headache go away. I don't know. Um,
Well, we'll take whatever little blessings you can get today, huh?
yeah, that's right. Today. Well, you know that. Okay, so I don't know where my Christmas stuff is, so I'll just have to cut out another little piece or two and see how it works. Um, let's do one of these. So I know what I'll be doing in the next, couple of evenings is fussy cutting out stuff. Um, Not a, oh no, it's not. Oh no, the termite guy and the furnace guy and the Jeep in the shop. Those are not fun things for to get rid of a headache. But it seems that I don't have a headache today, so I was like, okay, whatever. Uh, yeah,
Well,
the
it
poor
must have
guy with.
come to visit me today.
Oh, you've got a headache. Uh huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if mine might just be the weather. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's what I sort of thought it was Sunday, but I'd had a headache for several days, a mild one, and then Sunday it was bad, and but we had bad weather Sunday, so I kind of felt like it was the weather. So the poor guy that showed up about the furnace. Now the termite guy had never been here before. The basically the salesperson comes out, crawls under the house, makes sure that we know what we're talking about. We don't have termites in the house. We we got home and a whole pile of 4x4s that Jeff had set on the concrete outside to use for my garden beds had been eaten up by termites. I mean, just literally eaten up. So, um, as a preemptive thing, so that we don't have to worry that we are going to have a problem. There, how's that look? Too simple?
Oh, I think it's cute. Did you put the paper all the way around it, or?
This? Yes. Uh huh. It's
Yeah,
all the way around it, and then this is attached in the back cover.
perfect. That's great.
And then that's another reason why I wanted to decorate after the fact was because I knew my little decorations were probably I don't want them to be covered up by the stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I'll find different little decorations for them all. Okay, well, it doesn't need to be big and fancy. I mean, it's going in, you
It's
know,
just a stocking stuffer.
it's just a little stocking stuffer. So this will work. I'm happy. So, um, it's just to add to their stockings. Just, my mom has made some pretty nice friends there. Of course, the last couple months have been a little rough between her having COVID and not being able to hear anything. We did find out what that problem was. Whew.
What was
Um,
it?
her hearing aid was one of her hearing aids was bad, and even though I turned the hearing aids up, because one was bad, the other one wasn't working.
Oh,
She was better off this last week without one than she was with the dead one.
yeah, because it
So
just plugged up her ear.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What glue do you use to glue a piece of Tyvek to the inside of the spine of a book? Art glitter glue is what I would use. Uh-huh.
Say, this is
Yep.
what I
Yep.
would
There
use
you
right
go,
here.
Barbara. There you go. Art glitter glue. Of course, Lisa's bottle is much. Look how dirty my bottle is compared to Lisa's. Show us your bottle. Look at that. Sure, hers is
Well, I got a
clean.
new one about a year ago. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's not fair. Okay, so that's the plan.
I have
Right.
used Yes Paste as well, Barbara.
Oh, yeah, but that's, the
But if
art
you've
glitter
got
glue
our
works.
glitter glue, that's what I would use just because it's, oh, I know it works and
Yeah.
um, it's always right
Okay.
here beside me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick all that mess up there. Let's see. Probably the first step needs to be to put the elastic on. So, okay, put that up
Barbara
there.
says mine is filthy too, Tanya. Okay, our
Okay.
glitter glue wins.
There you go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep, art glitter glue. All right, where did my bag of things go? Okay, they're right there. So, but I had a whole pile. Okay. Okay, here's this. Okay.
Well, I spent pretty much the whole morning on the phone with various people at this company. I'm not going to name the company because what's going on, well, it may be the company's fault, but I don't think so. But
Mm-hmm.
while Daryl was um, in the hospital the first time, I mean, the first
Mm-hmm.
package came while he was in the hospital, and there was it was sent to my mom at with the name she had when she was married to my dad, not the name
Ooh.
that she has now.
Okay.
Okay, she hasn't used that name in 9 years.
Hmm.
And this package came, and it was some little bathroom rugs, and they were really pretty, and they looked like good quality. And I said, well, I don't know who would have sent them to you, but whoever it is knew you had got the right color for your bathroom because that's the color towels she had in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I said maybe they just weren't thinking, and somebody you've known forever, and they just put down your old name.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, okay. And we just got to, went on about our business. And she put them down in the bathroom, um and then she got a second package, and we noticed with the second package, we noticed that it said that it was purchased by Carol Mullins, by my mom.
Oh ho ho.
And she was like, okay, I didn't buy any of this stuff, but it came from the same place. And so I took the packing slip and I called them, and I said, I don't know what's going on here, but my mom didn't order these things, and they came using a name she hasn't used in 9 years. And um, there's got to be, something going on here. And they were like, all we have is her name and address. I don't have any other information, so I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she just forgot she ordered them. And and I said, no, she didn't forget she ordered them. She didn't order them. I said, this second package was swags, Christmas swags to go on a stairway. She doesn't have a stairway.
Uh-huh.
I said, there's no way she would have ordered that. And anyway, I've over the last few weeks, I have talked to 5 different people.
Oh
No,
my goodness.
3 people before today. Today I talked to 3 more people. Um, and every time things were like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You can just send them back. But but they're going to charge $10.99 for return shipping. I'm like, she didn't buy these things. She didn't ask for them. She's not going to pay, you know, um, what
Yep.
ends up being now it would be 30 something dollars to ship them back because now there's 3 packages have arrived.
Jeez.
And I said, if this is some kind of fraud, it's the weirdest fraud I've ever heard of. And I just don't know what to think. And anyway, today I talked to 2 people who were trying. Well, the first guy was giving me was going to give me instructions on how to send them back, and then we got cut off. I'm like, did you just hang up on me because you didn't want to mess with me anymore? And so I called back and I talked to a lady. I was talking to somebody in the fraud department this time. And I mean, that's who I had talked to before, but the person in the fraud department last time sent me to someone else because she didn't think that it was fraud and said you just need to return them. And since it's not your mom's credit card it was charged on, I wouldn't worry about it. And I was like, well, okay, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we still want to know what's going on. Anyway, the person I talked to the last time finally said, what I think it is? I think she must have ordered from us a long time ago when she was Carol Mullins,
Mm-hmm.
and the person just pulled up the wrong account, who that was because it
Mm-hmm.
was a order made over the phone.
Yep.
And I was like, well, okay, but mom didn't think she had ever ordered from them, period.
Yeah.
Um, but the phone number they had on record was mom's phone number, but the
Ooh.
email was not mom's email. But it was a Carol Mullins email, but it wasn't mom's.
Huh.
Anyway, I said, okay, well, um, we're just gonna send this stuff back. You send me a label, and we'll
Yep.
send it back. We don't have no problem sending the stuff back. We just don't want
No.
to pay to ship it back to you.
Yeah.
And so I got the labels printed out. She had to send them to me because mom's printer's not working. So I got them printed out, and I'll pack all that stuff up in a box tomorrow and send it off and get it out of mom's hair. But
But just
that has
what you need
been,
to add to that, mess you've got to deal with. Uh-huh. Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they did say you might, just in case, you might check her,
Or
her
credit
credit and
card.
make
Yeah.
sure that somebody didn't open a credit card in her name, in her old
Right.
name, and steal her old identity that's not her anymore, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Um,
Yep.
so now I probably will do that, but that's for another day.
Yeah. Now I have to tell you, I went to McDonald's. Oh yeah, I went to McDonald's. Right. I went to McDonald's to buy these little things, these little books. Went to Walmart to buy these little books
I was
because
going,
at
you went
Walmart
to
they're
McDonald's?
13. Yeah, they were 13 cents cheaper at Walmart. But you know what? Walmart had one package. I was afraid
Because
I was going to
everybody
have
else knew
to.
they were 13 cents cheaper too.
Yeah, I was afraid I was going to have to run to multiple Dollar Trees for these. But the first Dollar Tree I went to had a whole box of them, so I was able to get all I needed at one store.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
but then we went to 3 more stores trying to get the silly little ink pens. I did find that I have enough ink pens. I have Valentine's ones and some um, Halloween ones that I could make paper ink pens. The like paper clip and the flat ink pen.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm going to get the books done first, and then we'll see about the ink pens because, quite frankly, I don't know how much time I have, and the way things are going.
Well, Sue,
Yeah.
they did say that it could have been, a mistake, or it could be that, you know, that there was some fraud going on there. They did put an alert
On it.
so that if anything else is charged to her name with that address, that they will call before they accept it and
Hmm.
make sure that she really ordered it. I said, "Well, that's a good idea because she won't be ordering. She doesn't order this kind of stuff, and she doesn't order by phone. If she orders something,
No.
she orders it online or she goes there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just glad that that's for the most part taken care of, and now I just have
Hmm.
to check and make sure that somebody's not didn't steal her identity,
Right.
even if
Yeah.
it's
You got
not
to
her
watch.
current identity.
Yeah. Watch your card and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it
Um.
still has her name and address attached to it. So, I mean, her address and phone number.
Yeah.
But that's
Um.
the phone number she's had since I was 4 years old. So,
Now that's
because
kind
she's
of
lived
really
in this
weird.
house, we moved into this house when I was 4 years old.
That's really very odd. Um. What was I going to say? I was going to say something to you, and I forgot what it was. Oh well. Guess it wasn't important. Totally unimportant, apparently, because I can't remember what it was.
Well,
Oh yeah.
okay.
Well, I apparently don't have very many brain cells today.
Bye, Peg. Thanks for coming
Bye, Peg,
in.
hon. Thanks for coming by.
You have a happy holidays too.
Mm-hmm. I told Jeff I needed little tiny I needed composition books, and Jeff goes, "Well, you have a whole ton of composition books." I said, "No, honey, I need the little ones. They have to go in a stocking." He goes, "Oh, because somewhere along the line at an estate sale, I got a whole box of big composition books,
Big
and they're
composition.
in yeah." And he just happened to he's been writing an article for the East Hill East Hill magazine. It's an area here in Pensacola that he grew up in, and he's been looking for certain pictures that he wanted, and so he had been in the drawers where the pictures were. Well, in one of those drawers is filled with composition books, but they're all the regular size big composition books. So
Yeah.
that's not going to work. Nope, nope, Jeff's not going to work. So
Mhm. You might could roll one up and get it in a stocking, but you wouldn't get much else in there.
no, no, I'm afraid that would not function very well. So, but I figured if I could at least get these covered today, maybe Sunday I can decorate them. So I know it's kind of boring to watch, guys, but you know, at least I can visit with y'all.
I'm doing stuff that's really exciting too.
Well, I haven't watched. How many does that have flipped back and forth like our lap books did?
Well, yeah, I mean it's like an accordion book and it goes both directions, a never-ending book or whatever you want to.
Okay. Uh-huh. Well, maybe when you get that one glued down, you can make yourself big and show me.
Sure.
I'd like to see it. Okay. Jeffrey's getting the truck sorted out. Depending upon what they call me about with the furnace, we're supposed to go visit my cousin tomorrow. Oh.
Oh, well, I hope you get to. Okay,
Well,
this
if
is
not, if
what it
not,
looks like.
we'll just go another day. Okay, wait just a minute. I gotta glue this down.
Okay,
I
I'll
can't,
wait.
and I gotta stick my little pin in here.
Okay, it's all right.
All right,
Don't
all right,
fret.
all right. Oh, no, 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 oh, no, 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 no. They're in Panama City for a couple of months, and but they had some issues when they first got here. The condo they rented had bed bugs.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so we couldn't go see them. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I did put jelly prints on it, and then I had this pocket that had come stuffed with stuff in Happy Mail. So I took it
Mm,
apart and put the front half on the front and the back half on the back. That's
cool.
how I decorated it. And then it's
Oh, fun. And that's all your Tim Holtz book, all your Tim Holtz stuff, right?
yeah. And then I'm working on the rest of the pockets.
Cool.
But that and then that's all. It doesn't have as many in the back as it does in the front because it's glued down in the front.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
Well,
yep, yep.
awesome.
Barbara inspired me by showing me hers, and I was like, okay, I need one of
Ah,
those.
I need one of those. Yeah.
I probably need about 6 of these, but one's gonna do. I only need one for Tim Holtz stuff. Although there is some Tim Holtz stuff that I'm not putting in here because it's too thick. It's like those frames
Uh-huh. The bulky
and then
stuff.
the rolls of the washi tape stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
tissue paper stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, I know what I was going to say to you that I forgot. Did you see my pictures on Facebook? Uh, was it yesterday? The day before? Probably the day before. Um, of Jeff shoveling rock.
Yes, I saw pictures of him shoveling rock.
Okay, well
Into your greenhouse? Is that
into my greenhouse. We finally got somebody that would bring us a small amount of rock. That has been the problem. It wasn't finding the rock. It was finding someone who didn't have to bring us a whole dump truck full. Um, the rock company only delivers by the 10-ton dump truck. It's a never-ending accordion ephemera book. Okay. Um, anyways, because this guy could bring us 4 tons, that's what we had him bring us. Um, and we knew we needed 2 tons or close right around that 2-ton mark for the greenhouse. And he's got the greenhouse floor all covered with rock. He's got some extra rock because we need it in a few places around, like his metal workshop and under some rain barrels, and just some places that we needed some rock. And so he's got those to do, but he stopped to because he's putting up shelves in my greenhouse, and so that as soon as he's done with the shelves, then I can start plants and stuff. So,
yay?
and
What
he
kind
got,
of plants are you going to be planting?
well, everything and anything that goes in the garden, and um, flowers to go in the garden, and I got my sweet potatoes already in to make slips. Um, I used itty bitty sweet potatoes from last year. You plant them and you cut slips off of them. Sweet potatoes are different than white potatoes in the way you grow them. You have to grow a little piece of the plant, and then you plant, then you cut it and make it get roots, and then you plant that. You don't grow it from chunks of potato.
Okay.
So um, they're different than white potatoes, and white potatoes don't grow very well here. So that's
I've
just
grown
why.
a sweet potato in the kitchen window in a jar before.
Yep. Okay.
But
You
it
know
never
those.
made it to the garden to get,
The vines come off of it, right? The little
uh-huh.
pieces. Okay. Well, you wait till they're about 5 or 6 inches tall, and you clip them off right by the potato, and then you root them. And once you root that, then that's the piece you plant. It's called a slip,
Okay.
and you plant that piece to get sweet potatoes. So so I put them, but I like to put them in dirt rather than in water, like in the window. I just put them in some dirt sideways, so part of the potato shows and part of it's in the dirt. They seem
Yeah.
to grow better that way.
Well, we were just doing it to show so the kids could watch it grow. It was back when the
Right.
kids were little, and um,
Well, you know
we
that
were just.
the green parts, the leaves are edible, and you can just grow them in the house and eat the leaves.
I didn't know that. I may need to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you eat them like cooked greens, or you can eat them like raw in a salad.
Well,
They
that's what I
are
would do.
they're a little stronger, excuse me, not saltier, but stronger in flavor than lettuce. On the order of some spinaches, maybe,
Okay.
if
Well, I
that
do
makes sense.
spinach all the time, so.
Hmm. Well,
Well, I say all the time.
yeah.
I have done spinach quite a bit. Let's put that. I don't eat it all the time, but
Do you eat kale?
I have some. If I get a kale mix or something,
Okay. Well,
baby kale.
yeah, and I would say that they're closer to a kale that's not real strong.
Yeah.
Kale has a stronger flavor, so I would say that's more what they're like. Okay, if I'm correct, I got this right. Okay, one.
I think some of my pockets are going to be too deep for some of this stuff. So it's all going to get hidden down in there, but I
Uh-uh.
can dig for it if I have to.
Oh, I'm
Now
gonna
that I've
create
started
these
this, I
little
just want to go
pieces.
ahead and get it in here, even if the pockets are too big.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me make sure that this is the right size. Yep, it is. Okay. All right, so but when I have them in the garden in the summertime and I'm making salad, I pick a lot of different kinds of things. We
Okay,
have
this.
we have something called Okinawan spinach. It has been in the garden bed for ages, but it I had to take it up when he was redoing the bed. I'm going to put it in the ground this time, just simply because it will be better to have it not in my bed. It's quite a big plant. Um, that's my plan, anyways. What plans we make, and
Yeah.
hmm um, but it's not like the baby spinach you get in the store. It's got a little more flavor, but we love it in salads, and it's got a purple leaf on the back side of it. And purple vegetables are really good for you. Um,
Right.
so I like to have that as much as I can. I put it in things that I cook too, like stir fry.
Right.
Hmm. So, and I've put sweet potato leaves in stir fry too. I have to hide them from Jeffrey, guys. That's the deal. I must hide them from Jeffrey. You know what? You maybe should have made one of your pockets skinnier.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said.
Uh-huh. Hi, Kel.
My
Okay,
pockets are too deep.
okay. I have a suggestion.
What's your suggestion?
Okay, can you cut another one of those green pieces and make it half size and just put it over the top of a green piece, making a double pocket? So you can
Yep.
put your tiny pieces in that. Hi, Kel. Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Kel. Hi, Joy. Sorry I didn't notice you. I
That's a,
was too busy fretting over my huge pockets.
she's fretting. She's just fretting. She shouldn't fret. She's in the balcony doing her own UFO of 15. UFO of 15. Oh my goodness, of 15. Oh, 15 years. My goodness. I don't oh, after 15 years I might not do a UFO. I might just leave it.
Yeah.
It might never get done if it's
So mine
15
would
years old.
probably be thrown away by then. Well,
Yeah.
I say that, but that's not true. I still have a ABC book I was going to make for Ethan when he was, I started it before he was born and he's 24. So,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a few like quilt projects and stuff.
yeah.
I have we did a quilt exchange of basket squares. So I have all of the squares done. I just haven't put the quilt together. I have some other quilt projects where I have all the squares done. I just haven't put the quilt together. One of these days, maybe I'll do those. Not for a while. I'm just too lazy. Just too lazy. um, seems I just have too much else to do right now. I'd like to find my studio. That's what I would like to do. I would truly like to find my studio.
So would I. It feels like there's just not enough hours in the day to do the
Oh,
things I have to do and the things I want to do.
right. Well, I did get away with not having to go to PT every 3 times a week.
That's a blessing.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what though. The exercise he gave me to do, it's about to kill me. I've managed to do 2 out of the 10 today. I can't do but one at a time. It just I've never done anything so hard. I don't think. I'm like, oh
Oh,
my god.
goodness.
I'll tell you what it is because it's really simple. It is so simple, but man, is it hard to do. Um, I'll show you. Let me cut this and put this aside. Okay. You know how when you sit in a chair, okay, here's the chair. Oops, wait just a minute. That's not the chair. This is the chair, right? Right. So here's my body sitting in the chair. This is my body, and this is my head. Okay. And you take your leg and you stick it straight out like this with your foot pointing towards the ceiling.
Yeah.
So your leg is straight out, right? One leg
Okay.
at a time. Don't try to do both of them at a time. All right, one leg at a time. And you hold this for 60 seconds. And you time it with your phone. I'm supposed to do each leg 10 times a day. Then next week, I go to 70 seconds. And I do that 70 seconds for the whole week, 10 times a day. And then 80 seconds. And then it's until you get to 2 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
But,
I'm like at 10 seconds and I'm like shaking.
uh-huh. Okay, but what it does is it strengthens all of these muscles, and all you have to do is sit in a chair.
Well, I can tell you, I'm sure I need that one. I'm sure I
It's
do.
easy enough to do, except it takes everything I have to hold this for 60 seconds.
Well, I can't even.
So
Of course, I'm sitting in a chair where I'm up too high. My knees are angled down already.
yes,
So
but
I can't even get my legs straight out because it's. I mean, it's straight out from my body, but it's angled down.
right. And that's it. You want to sit in a chair that you can just sit in and hold it straight out. Like 60 seconds is a long time. And you're right, Barbara. It pulls everything. And his whole point is that it strengthens your hip muscles, it strengthens your thigh muscles, your knee muscles, and it's this one down here that's really pulling on your calf. So this little I've been calling it a leg plank because if you can do a plank, your center core is really good. This thing is it's just 60 seconds. Next week 70 seconds. He says until you get to 2 weeks, 2 minutes, and then if you can do 2 minutes, then you add weights. I'm like, I don't think I'll ever make it to the weights. It's like because but
2 minutes is wishful thinking for me, but I'm going to start
yeah.
trying it.
I was going to say 10 times a day, 60 seconds, 10 times a day on each leg is what he asked me to do. So it means it does mean I don't have to go to physical therapy, which saves me a whole bunch of time because I don't have to drive in there and do all that. So, okay. So 1, 2, I need. Did you see the link regarding the clear pockets?
I see
Barbara,
it. I can't get to it in StreamYard, but I will come back later and look at it. Thank you.
Barbara, pop it in the group, in one of the groups, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Uh-huh. Okay, I need one of those little red pieces.
Okay.
Guys, do realize what's happening here is I'm making more scraps. We will appreciate it, Barbara. That's,
Thank you, Barbara.
Ow, 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 ow.
Are you okay?
Yes, I just pinched my skin with the thing.
Mm.
And I didn't say any ugly words, so that's a good thing.
You didn't. I'm proud of you.
Because that hurt. That hurt it.
I'm sure it did.
Hurt it.
The other day, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago, I was doing something. I don't even remember what it was, but I was cutting something and I was holding it like this. I'm not sure how. Anyway, I ended up taking my scissors and going snap.
Oh, man.
That was
That
not
is
fun.
not fun. No, I had a hairstylist do that one day, cut herself that way.
Mm.
By accident,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, let's not do that.
And it's, you can't like get a band-aid to work there. It's not
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Band-Aid doesn't work at all right there. Okay, we need some clippies. Okay, I need clippies. Oh, yeah. Oh, where's my clippies? I'm so glad you told me about these little clippies.
Oh, they are a blessing, aren't they?
Yeah, because I really like them. They work so much better than some other things. And they're little, so you can have a whole slew of them in the drawer.
Bye, Sue.
Bye, Sue.
Thanks for coming to visit with us.
Uh-huh. It's in Lisa's Facebook group. That's awesome, Barbara. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
Hi, Sherry. I didn't see her come in.
I didn't either. Hi, Sherry. Glad you're here.
She just got here. Well, that's good that we didn't miss her.
Good, because I always feel bad when somebody
Mm-hmm.
leaves and I never even knew they were there. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
oh no, I didn't even say
Yep.
hi to you.
Yep. Yep. Well, my mom asked me if I was having Christmas dinner, and I'm like, I don't know yet because I don't even know when Christmas is. It's like,
It's
okay.
on a Monday.
Yeah, so probably what I will do is have Christmas Eve dinner, which
Yeah.
that may messes up. So I may have to have Christmas on Saturday. So I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. We haven't. We've been so crazy with everything, with doctors and mom and everything else that's going on, that I just haven't even had a chance to look at the calendar to figure out when I can do it. And
Yeah.
well, and we've been calling Jeff's dad for 3 days, and nobody's answering the phone. So Jeff finally got hold of his girlfriend today. They're over at her house, but dad hasn't answered his phone in 3 days. So, he's got his cell phone right there with him.
I guess he's on vacation. He doesn't need it.
I guess so. But
Mm.
at their age, we were starting to worry.
I'm sure I would have been
You
too.
know?
I'd probably been driving around trying to find them.
Well, Perry had been over there, and he said, "Oh, I guess they're out," and plus, but besides the fact it was, it gets dark early here, and they don't need to be driving after dark. And
True.
it was like, what are they doing out and about anyways? We just don't
I'm going to
need them
have
to.
to mute and go do something. I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay, all right. So, well, I hope we're not boring y'all to tears, but this is just one of those things that I really need to get done. So I probably shouldn't have. I didn't offer. She said, "You don't need to do anything." I said, "I'm not making any promises. I'll do what I can. If I can't, then I can't do it. That's just all there is to it." And she said, "Well, that's fine." I'm like, "Okay." And if y'all didn't notice, I cut this longer than the thing. I cut it longer because if it's cut a little bit longer and you wrap it around, if you start on one edge and wrap it around and it's a little bit longer, It's easier to cut some off than it is to try to glue it back on. So it was just one of those things. I decided I would just make it a little bit longer and never do that. Okay, never bored. Well, that's good, Barbara, because you know. Lisa and I have to talk about. We want to do a long live stream and finish up UFOs. Um, it's just one of those things we haven't had a chance to talk about yet. So we sort of are planning on doing it. We just don't know exactly when yet. Oh, and another thing is I don't usually glue things to this part of the spine because that way the whole book flexes better if it's not glued right in there. Just FYI. Um, that's true with a bigger composition book. Now, in the past, a lot of times with the bigger composition books, I didn't cover the black part. I just left the black part out. Well, my father's comment about boredom, Barbara, was that if you're bored, then he'll give you something to do. That's what he always said. Well, hello there, Andrea. Oh dear. I got blue clear out there. Okay. Lisa will be right back. She went off. I'll get this figured out here in a few minutes and then I'll have sort of a assembly line. But now it's got to dry, so she's bored again. Uh-oh. She's gluing bits of paper to the inside cover of her journal. Okay. I'm trying to figure that out too, Andrea, but it does not seem to. Well, that's dumb. I don't need to put that away just yet. It does not seem to be happening. I've been trying to figure out how to declutter my house since, forever, but for some unknown reason, nothing seems to get done. Okay. I would like it to, but Helen even came over and helped me in the studio, which helped a lot. And it's getting better in the studio, but then I turn around and mess it up again. So okay. Making a journal cover of spiral book block I've been using as your daily journal. Little snap thingy in the back of it, so I have to make a cover with snaps. Ha! Is my right thumb turned into fine china? No. Were you here a couple weeks ago when I had band-aids on them? So we were discussing the fact that the band-aids were awful on my thumb to keep my nail from splitting. And one of the people that was there that day reminded me what I used to use these things called jamberry nails on them. They're like a sticker, but those particular ones were you heat set them. So I was in Dollar Tree the other day and they had these. Now, I didn't put the right size on there. I don't care. I on the bigger ones, I used to cut them down in half because all it really needed to cover is this half of the nail. Is and I just put it on there last night to see how well it was going to work, and ta-da! Start with only one tiny corner. I cleared off the front left corner of my desk this week, and guess what? I covered the carved December stuff. Thank you, Andrea. I kind of there was two or three different styles. You know, one of them was gold glitter, and this just looked more like me because it kind of looks like a jelly plate. So it just kind of looked more Tanya-ish. So I only did that one nail because that's the only one that splits. But okay. But I like it. Something have got to go. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Did I get that on there crooked? No, it's all right.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right. You okay?
I don't know. I just suddenly felt like I was really sick and I didn't want to have problems here, so I went to the bathroom to make sure that I wasn't going to throw up or something, and I may have to get in a little bit, but
okay. Well, whenever you're ready to go, that's fine.
it was just like suddenly, you get this heat wave come over you, and
Yep. Yep.
anyway,
And you need to just
I think I'm okay, but
It was not comfortable. Is what you're
it
trying
was
to tell me.
not. Yes. Oh, hi, Andrea. I'm so glad you're here. Sorry that you come in and I'm talking about being sick. But, oh, I remember when I was young and listening to the old people talking and thinking, can't they find something more interesting to talk about?
Talk about
bodily functions. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's when you know you've made it. It's when that's what you talk about, right?
You're finally
right.
really old.
Yep, we're finally really. Yep, we're really old. Uh-huh.
Look at this little one.
Oh my, that's tiny.
It is tiny.
Is it a ticket?
It's a little label.
A little label, okay.
But it will not focus, but
No, but
tiny
it's
little
tiny.
label.
I
It's
don't know. I don't know what you'll write on there. Maybe you could just put a number on it or something. You
I
know.
don't know. I don't think it's going to fit in any of these pockets, though. It would definitely disappear. But thanks. I hope I do too. Mm, Sort these out by size. Oh, here's some bigger ones. I like these things, but I never think to use them because they're in that box. Of course, I don't know if this will be much
Hmm.
better, but
Yeah. Well, that's all you can do is try something. It's like these. I thought I've been using these for a while, but they just don't function. So I'm trying this little box. I haven't got it totally set up yet. The only thing I can say is all you can do is try different things until you figure out one that works for you.
yeah.
Because different things I've done have not worked. Um, so I'm not pleased with my stencil storage. It just doesn't seem to be working. So it's all one of those things I'm trying to figure out. Of course, getting rid of 90% of it would probably be the
Yeah,
wisest choice.
that's what I need to do too. If you only have, 500 things instead of 5 million, it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
easier to remember what you got.
What you got and what you can, So, but I don't really want to get rid of everything. So
I know, me either.
that's just the way it's going to be for now.
Mm,
But now I'm going to have all these little scrappy things that, it's going to make me sad to try to get rid of. Oh well, I'll survive.
You have to put some of them in your little book.
Mhm. Yep. So I just realized that I was supposed to call the doctor's office for mom. Pharmacy called in a med for her uh, 3 days ago, last Friday. No, yeah, they sent over a thing last Friday, and they still have gotten nothing from the doctor's office, which is not uncommon here lately. So it's like
Yeah.
she's gonna run out. And I asked. Apparently, they send those requests in every single day. So it's just the doctor's office that's the problem.
They're just not on the ball.
No, no, well, they don't have enough nurses. And when I was in there Wednesday, what day did I go to the doctor? Hmm. A week ago Wednesday when I was in there. Um, the I see a PA. I don't see it. I don't see the doctor. I see a PA.
Right.
When I was in there, she said that they're down a provider again. They're down another doctor. So, and Jeffrey can't keep a dermatologist. They keep retiring on him.
Well, that's not fun.
No. Okay. Two more, and then we got to do some more little circles.
I just found some more stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, at least, the one thing about it is your Tim Holtz stuff will all be in one place.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, most of it. I've got this stuff,
Yeah, but that
which
stuff
will
is
be in a
not going to,
different place, but
yeah, that stuff is, at least you'll know the paper stuff is all in one place.
yeah. I need to stick those in with my washi tapes, I think. And what's in here? Oh, more itty bitties. Okay.
More itty bitties?
Yeah, more itty bitties.
Well, you can always add another little double pocket somewhere
I will be doing that.
because that
here we
that
are.
seemed
Just
to
say
work.
I had cut some more, so
There
I'm
you
all
go.
ready.
You're all ready. Yep.
Okay.
Let me see how the double pocket worked. I'm curious to see. Oh yeah, that worked really well.
Yeah, it did.
Uh-huh. That
Except in these, I don't have anything in the back behind pockets, the big
well,
pockets, but now I have a few things over here I can stick back there. These are not
yeah.
Tim Holtz, but they're going to go in here anyway.
Yeah, they're similar kind of thing. Yeah, it did. It worked really good, didn't it, Barbara?
And that's another tag that I made and stuck in there. I'll stick it down here with the big stuff that I'm not putting in here. All right, and then I got all these butterflies and flowers and mushrooms and these things. And some of these things I can maybe stick back there.
Yeah.
Some big butterflies. Um, oh, there's stuff back that, but there's not stuff back there. So.
Okay.
We're going to do some more double pockets over here.
It's small, varied, and hard to categorize. I agree, Andrea. Okay. Please. I think images are similar in the fact that I have a lot of images that are not categorized because that takes so much time.
Yeah. I think it works better for me just to kind of go by size.
Yep. And
And then dig through that size.
that's kind of what I've been kind of in the process of sorting out is just by size. And then I've got a lot of words that I've pulled and I want to just put them in a word envelope so that okay, dang, that stuff sticks fast. Okay. Because then the words are, come on.
Barbara says, yes, me too, Andrea. I've got a stack of those smallest photo boxes that I have labeled for circles, squares, patterns, bling, tiny people, and hearts.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of
Yep. Lots of categories. Mm-hmm. Oh my. I have a nice shiny new pickup truck in my driveway. It might be from 2001, but it's shiny and new.
Who's it belong to?
Me. That's mine.
Oh, you
Jeffrey
mean
just
it's been
pulled.
washed? Or
It's been washed. He's been working on it today. We don't use it a lot, so it sits and it gets dirty, and it needed power steering fluid, and it needed its tires pumped up and all that kind of good stuff. Um, Color maker type maddening. Yeah, it's a baby car. Oh yeah, right. Um, it's a monster actually, Andrew. It's a long bed Ford 3/4 ton. It's my vegetable oil car. So, anyways, he's just cleaning it up because if we go to see my cousin tomorrow, his Jeep is in the shop. So my car, my car, the speedometer doesn't work, and when you have to drive down the expressway for a ways, it's one thing to get on here in town and come home. It's another thing to go out of town with it.
yeah, that's
So
true.
we're taking the truck instead of the car, instead of my car. So just one of those little things in life. Anyway, so he was cleaning up. It needed to be done. It's, on his chore list, but it needed new windshield wipers, and it needed washed, and it needed all of
Yeah.
those little odds and ends of things. So
I
that's
found
what
out
he.
this morning that mine needs new windshield wipers. Uh,
Uh-oh.
Today was safety meeting day for Hannah, and on that day we always I take Sparrow and we take her in early, and
Mm-hmm.
Sparrow and I go get some tea, and then we grab her some breakfast, and then by the time we get back, she's out of the meeting, and we go to the park, and she takes him for a walk, and then we bring him home, and she gets in her car and goes back to work.
Ah.
But she's
Okay.
got an hour and a half between the time she shows is supposed to be at work and when that meeting's over. So
Oh, so she doesn't really want to drive in and stay. As I get it.
right, and the dog, she couldn't take him for a walk if we didn't do it this way, and he's
Mm-hmm.
used to getting a walk at most every morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons she goes to work at 9 o'clock. She chose that time slot so she could walk him every morning.
Every morning. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and he needs his walks. I'm telling you.
Still too much energy does he have? Uh-huh.
Oh goodness.
You all right? Okay. Okay. There
I
was a
saw.
kabump.
Oh, but he's okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. He said he just let the door slam too quick.
Okay. I saw something came up on my news feed or whatever it is that and it was stuff about Australian cattle dogs, which
Mm.
is um Sparrow's, main portion.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just half Australian cattle dog and half pit bull, but the Australian cattle dog part wins out most of the time.
Most of the time. Uh-huh.
I know all these people have these adorable, sweet, cuddly, lazy pit bulls, and Sparrow, he actually can relax some, so he definitely, thankfully, has a little pit bull in him, but he's got a lot of cattle dog in him. And anyway, I saw this thing, it came up and it said, "You say I'm too much, but have you thought about maybe you're just not enough?"
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I thought, yeah, I'm definitely not enough. Definitely not enough um, I'm glad Hannah's his mama and I'm just the grandma.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep. So,
Um,
okay. There's three more to do. Uh, okay.
I saw another one that said, "Okay, I waited for 3 seconds. Where's my treat?"
Where's my treat? Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. Oh. Uh-huh.
Anyway, and then there were a whole bunch of them about you know. You think I'm stubborn? Of course I'm stubborn. I'm the kind of dog that bites a cow on the nose. Of course I'm stubborn.
Well, when we
Yeah.
went to the Sheep and Wolf Festival, one of the things we got to do is watch the sheepdogs herd. They had a roped off area. It wasn't very large area, but it was very interesting to watch them herd.
Yeah.
And up in New York, where we were at, they are doing this thing. They have a lot of big solar um, farms, arrays, whatever you want to call them, and they're using sheep to graze underneath those solar things so that they don't have to mow.
Yeah.
And it's apparently there's a whole collective of sheep herders that are doing this, and it gives them grazing land, and it's the whatever cooperative the solar array is belongs to saves money because they don't have to mow. So it was interesting to watch. It really was.
Well, I know that I was thinking one of the a lady I was listening to, and I may be wrong, but I'm thinking she was in California. She
Mhm.
goes, takes her sheep. She's like a nomad. She takes her sheep and she goes um, to different people's farms
Mhm.
and lets her sheep graze down their grassland so they
Mhm.
don't have to, so they don't have to mow.
Yep.
And so she gets she just lives in a tent or in her car or whatever, but she gets free grazing for her sheep,
Yeah.
and they don't have to mow.
And they don't have to mow. So I
Sounds
I
like a
think
good
it
relationship to me.
it seems to me that it's a very earth friendly relationship. That is
Yeah.
what I especially like about it.
Well, it is. And then the sheep leave behind their droppings, which is good for the land. And
Yep. Mhm.
so,
Yep. Look at all that. Oh, look at how you got all that sorted out.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I went through my paint cupboard, my extra paint cupboard, because I needed to put that Christmas paint away, and I had some pouring paint that I needed to put away. And it wouldn't go in because my paint cupboard was such an absolute unorganized mess. And I have discovered that I have way more paint than I can use in the rest of my lifetime.
Yeah, me too. I was running around to the different Dollar Trees trying to find that Christmas paint,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I thought, this is silly. You have gold paint, you have silver paint, you have red paint, you have green paint. You don't need to be looking for this paint. Just go home and forget it.
Well,
So I did.
that's
It's like,
the
okay,
thing. Now I will tell you, I saw one of the stores I was in must have gotten a refill because they had a brand new case of it.
yeah. Well, every time when I talked to somebody in the stores,
Mm-hmm.
they had no clue what I was talking about. Like they hadn't gotten any at all.
They hadn't gotten any. Yeah.
And
And
so,
it all
and it was
depends
just
on
like,
this.
a week ago.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm
and
like, well,
it's just like those ink pens. I know
yeah.
I've seen them all over town in the last month, and now there's none around. So, and there weren't any pencils, and there's been Christmas pencils all along. I told Helen this morning, I think, school's about to get out, and my guess is a lot of teachers and parents bought them for the kids' Christmas party things, for
Yeah,
school.
that makes sense.
So, oh, did you get dirty? Just really? My fingers must be dirty. Okay. Okay. I may be sorry I decided not to use fancy paper. Yep, yep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, that's you and not me, and I was hoping my guy would call me.
Sorry, it was some political group. I just
Oh.
swiped them down.
Well, if we get South Dakota numbers on our phones, we swipe them down. Because the only South Dakota numbers that would come in that we want to talk to, their names are already in our phone.
Yeah.
Pretty much finished making holiday cards so I can start cleaning up your studio. Yay! I'm not making any holiday cards. I have holiday cards in a bin, and that's going to be it because I know I don't have time to do that. I probably shouldn't have decided to do this, but I guess I just wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had the weirdest day today. UPS is out front, and I've got nothing ordered, so you have to give me a minute, guys, if he comes to the door, because FedEx came this morning too. Brought Jeffrey a letter from the VA. No, he's going across the street. Okay. And I mean, a letter, a one-page letter, and it came FedEx. Like, okay, whatever. But if we don't get a call from the furnace guy tonight, it is going to be next week before my furnace is fixed.
Oh, goodness.
I told him not to worry about us. We'll be all right. He told me how I could light it by hand. But that's, it's a little dangerous doing that.
Yeah.
So, he told me how I could do it, and he showed me. And I said not to worry about it because if I got terribly cold, I'd just go sleep in the camper.
There you go.
But, I
Good
don't
thing you
usually
got
need.
that alternative.
Yeah. Well, that's what we had to do this summer because it was too cold. It was just too hot. We tried sleeping in the house the first night, and then it just was not. It was just not comfortable sleeping in the house. Okay, so now I got to trim all the corners off. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, huh. Okay. I didn't finish this one. Oh well, I'll just do that on the next batch. It is way easier to do the corners after the fact than to try to put that on perfectly first. So, all right, let's see here. One. Stamps are a little more cruddly, but they're all only 2 steps away. Okay, what is that word?
Kludgy?
Clutchy. Okay, I don't know what that word is. System works pretty well for me, Andrea. So I do have to budge from my chair, but it's one step away to grab the basket with all the stencils.
They've been talking organizing.
Yes. Uh huh. Well, I keep looking at different things and trying different things, and
Okay. Um, I thought I was going to get to put some stuff in here that wasn't Tim Holtz, but I'm not. By the time I get this
okay,
stuff in here, it's going to be full.
it's gonna be full. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, it is. It just
Uh huh.
I forgot about these things that were tucked away.
Ah. Oh, those are cute.
They are cute. I'm glad I remembered them because I like them very much, and I, wasn't using them because they were down in the bottom of that box.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Well, I need to do another fabric purge, um, and get rid of a little more mom's fabric, so
Yeah,
that that's a little less on my piles. Um, and go through my own fabric because I'm sure I've got stuff that's no longer something I really want, and there's no reason to keep it. But it's one
yeah,
of those things where I have to get it all out. But if I do another fabric purge, then I have some room to maybe put some other things away better.
right.
So
I got a little mushroom forest. That's
cute
right.
mushroom forest, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I think we're gonna put all these little bugs that would just get hidden. Well, that one might can go up there, but most
Oh
of these are
yeah,
too
mushrooms and
small.
bugs really go together. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yep, and then we got butterflies, moths,
Mm-hmm.
and flowers. That's what's left. Let's see, some of these flowers are taller. Let's do those next. Okay, I don't guess it matters, but I had them turned wrong side up. Okay, I'm gonna have to set those down. The tall ones.
Okay. Fodder keepers, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ephemera keepers, fodder keepers, they kind of are the same thing. Excuse me. Hold on
So
just a
wait a
minute,
minute.
guys. I gotta mute. Okay.
Okay. We're about to get it here. Okay. All that's left now is butterflies, and I have plenty of room for these butterflies. So, see what the biggest ones are.
Sorry, guys. Besides the little cough that came and wanted to attack me, Jeff needed to talk to me. So,
Well, we're glad you're okay and that you're back.
well, he was supposed to take a bunch of this wood that's got termites in it to the dump today. That was on his agenda, but with everything else going on and him working on the truck all day, he didn't get that part done. So, um, and he was telling me what he is going to go do, so that I would know where he went to because he was going off again.
Yeah, well, that's
Okay,
good.
let's see what we got done here. I have one that actually is done, and then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I better up my game here. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to need much more circles. Can I get them out of this? Probably not. No. Okay, that's fine. That's all right. I'm all right with that. Okay, let's see here.
I'm about to get it done.
They used acetate or tracing paper. I've also seen them use wax paper. Yeah, it's only about 750 for 30 pockets. That Barbara's posting those pockets again. So, and she says it's only about 750 for 30 pockets. That's not
Well,
very
that's not
much.
bad. That's
No,
not bad. All right, well, look here.
especially if it keeps your stuff sorted out. Oh, look at it. It's all full and chunky and lovely.
Yeah, and orderly.
Yeah,
Yay.
I've seen them use vellum too. Well, and you have those big pockets in the
Uh-oh.
front that if you wanted to on the outside of the cover. Uh-oh, what did your people fall out?
Yeah, they're falling out. There's probably too many people in each pocket,
Oh,
and so it bows out more, and then they get are looser. It's all right.
okay.
I'll just have to store it like this, standing up. Here we go.
Well,
Woo!
that's one of
There
the
we
reasons why I didn't like the pockets I had. It was just one of those things that seemed like they stuff wanted to fall out of it. So
Oh,
that's why I'm kind of liking the tub thing that I've got going now. So we'll see. We'll see though, because I haven't really finished it to
well,
figure out what to do with it. So
I hope it works out really well for you.
yeah. Well, and especially with all the little tiny pictures for glue booking and stuff. That's
Right, right.
this
Oh,
elastic is wanting to um, be everywhere.
what time is it? I can't read for sure. Is it 3:50 something?
Yep, it's 350.
3:50. Okay.
Yep.
I
So
couldn't tell if it was 3:50 or 3:56. But at 4 o'clock, I need to get off. So,
yeah, it's about time for me to get off too, because my back is saying that I've sat in this chair a little long.
oh, I got a couple of happy mails though that I need to put in my
Oh
everything
well,
but.
then make yourself big, because I'm only doing something boring.
I think it can be shown right here, but I'll go ahead. Let me see.
Oh, Barbara says, do you have a belly band for that book? You could make an elastic band to go around it, or a tie to go around the outside of it.
That's true. And I'm not sure where it is, but I have something that I saved for such a purpose, but I'm not sure where it is. Good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. Prayers that you and your family have a beautifully blessed Christmas. From Arlene Atkinsale. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you so
How
much.
beautiful.
It is beautiful. I'm gonna put it in my book. Let's see. Whoops. Calm down now. I'm trying to find a page that'll. How about right? Well, it needs to go this way, I think. Luckily, there's not anything on the back that can't be glued down, so I'm just going to do that. That looks pretty framed in that coffee paper.
Yes, it does. Oh, I kind of have something to show you.
Okay.
If when you get done with your Happy Meal, if you're up to staying on, because it's going to be 4 o'clock by then. So
Well,
do
I
you?
don't have to be off at 4. I just need to be off soon. It doesn't
Okay.
have to
Well,
be
then
exactly 4, I guess is what I'm saying.
while you're putting that in, I'm going to go get it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Or at
then
least a little bit of it, because it's kind of cool.
I got this from Joyce, and
Ooh.
I cut it open, but I haven't been able to get it out. So let's see if maybe I can do it
Oh,
one piece at a
it has to.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All
Happy
pretty.
holidays. Oh, look at
Oh, that's
cute.
pretty.
Isn't that cute? I love
Mhm.
it. This I'm going to hang up but this I'm going to put in here. Might as well put them side by side since they're both Christmas cards, and I got them pretty much on the same day. One came yesterday, one came the day before. So I don't know if you're here, Joyce, but thank you so much. I'm not sure where I'm going to hang that, but I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to hang it right there for now, right by my camera. It is a very cute little wreath, isn't it? Okay, go away. Okay.
Oh, my my body says, "Oh, you're tired." Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And my feeties are cold. I put on my wool socks this morning, but that didn't help.
I don't know what day today really is. Is it the 13th or it's the 14th?
The
Well, I
14th.
wrote the 13th down, but that's okay because that's when I got them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's something else in here. So let's see. Ooh, isn't
Ooh.
that pretty?
Yes. Is it like a
It's
cardboard
like a
piece?
chipboard thingy.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
That paper behind it, or
It's
card, or
really
whatever it is
pretty.
behind it's beautiful too. That would
Yeah.
be gorgeous on the front of a journal, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It would. It would. And there's
Well,
one more
and
thing.
um, mermaid journals on my agenda for Sunday. For Sunday.
Ooh,
Ooh. Okay.
I can't get it out of here. It is literally glued into the package. Isn't
Oh
that
my
gorgeous?
gosh, that's gorgeous.
That'll be beautiful on front of a journal too.
Oh, that is
A
so
steampunk
pretty.
dragonfly. That is just really adorable.
That is awesome.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Joyce. That's wonderful.
Those are fabulous.
They are. They're wonderful. I love them. Very
Those are
pretty.
cool.
And I like it when they use packaging that's pretty enough you can actually use it in your art.
Yeah, you can use it in your work. Yep.
so it's not. It doesn't get thrown away that way. See?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna now put you up, and you can show me what you were gonna show me.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not what I was wanting. This is what I was wanting. There we go. Oh my
Okay. Let me
goodness.
let me let me see if I can back out a little further.
Well, it's pretty up close, but you can back out.
Yeah. Well, you can see the whole page if I back out.
Oh yeah.
Um. Okay. So, I don't know if I mentioned it, but my rocket stove was so tiny. It was only half of a. It's only a little hole like this. Granted, it heated up my pan real well, but the pan I bought that I got one of those catering pans like you find on a buffet at
Right.
an estate sale. And so I can put this giant, this is 11 by 17 paper. I can put it flat in this pan. But the rocket stove, when you put that pan on there, yes, it would boil the water, but it was so tippy that I was a little afraid of it.
Yeah.
So I had seen something where they took, and it was a little hard to build the fire in. I had to stand right there, feeding the fire because
Yeah.
it was just
That
a
is
little
the problem
space
with
for
those little
fire
stoves.
with the rocket stove. So I had seen something where they took wheels, metal car wheels, and welded them together and cut a little spot in the front of them and used that as a fire, like a fire pit.
Right.
So I asked Jeff if he could do that for me, and he said, yeah, it wouldn't be too hard. It's just a little bit of tack welding, that kind of thing. Anyways, just a minute. I got to get back here so I can pull it up and show it to you. Um, he he called his brother because he thought Perry had some wheels. Well, Perry had this. It's a like an old fire pit thing
Yeah.
that sits on a stand. It's rusted out. It doesn't matter because it's not like I'm going to sit around it. And it goes up and has this short chimney thing. Well, then, shoot, Jeff, let me turn it the other way. Turn it. Come on, come on. Go the other way. Okay, I can't really show you. There, he made this flat piece that sits up there that holds my pan. So I can put my giant pan on top of this fire pit thing. And it
That's
works really
awesome.
well because I can feed it a bunch of wood all at one time and then be weeding in the garden, or I walked in the house and I could stand at the kitchen window and watch it to make sure it's okay and that kind of thing. And it's not a really big fire, but at least so anyways, I've been burning up some of the wood that got infested with termites and eco dying. I had saved um, yellow onion skins. Okay. But I told Helen this was my epic fail because I didn't think about it. And I put, at the last minute, I put vinegar in the pot with the yellow onion skins. And you see the color of it, right?
Yeah.
Now, it does, I'm not unhappy with these papers. They're nice and grungy. They make me happy. They're all cool. But you can see how brown, almost black this is, right?
Yeah.
But they're still cool. You can see the texture of the onion skin. I some of them are just really gorgeous. These didn't die very much at all because the vinegar turned the water almost black, which is fine. It's cool. This is about half of the papers that I had in that pan. That's the other thing about that pan. I can just fill it up with papers. Isn't this just gorgeous right in there though?
It is.
Um, they came out really cool, but they were not what I wanted. I wanted this orange color. And the other thing is that the paper itself didn't dye much. It dyed a lot where the skins were, but not the the dye didn't soak into it. And part of that was because um Give a little calendar book and make write things down, and if I forget to write things. Me too, Barbara. Like Andrew says, fun, interesting and nothing else. But the paper didn't get the color of the skins because the water was clear. So the paper took up a clear water, and then it didn't really soak through the papers. So let me put these out of the way and get the other pile. Let's see here. So yesterday or the day before, what I did was put a bunch of onion skins in the water first and let that sit in the water so that it got that wonderful yellow orange color. And then I put the paper in. So as you can see, the paper got more of a yellowy color. Plus, I didn't put any vinegar in it. So now I've got this yellow orange color that I'm really happy with. But aren't these just the other thing?
Andrea
What?
says, Tanya, you are having a good time playing with weeds and fire.
Well, I make beads, so I play with fire all the time. So it's but yeah, this is I laid some rickrack in here, and the rickrack came out real pretty too. It's just not it's wet, so I'm just leaving it where it's at. But I got a lot more. Now it does kind of turn brownish, even all by itself. But I got a lot more of the yellow color. I also took them this time and I wadded them up and dropped them in between when I was putting the papers in.
Yeah.
So I got more little bits of color in different places. See, they're just more places where there's little bits of color. So I thought they came out really cool.
Yeah.
This
I'm glad you
envelope
did
is
some envelopes too. That's
oh
cool.
yeah, I tried to do a bunch of different papers. Now I pulled some book papers out of a book I have that looks like newspaper,
Uh-huh.
and that paper does not like to get wet. um, I have to be really careful. They're laying on. I didn't do that the first batch. I only did it in this batch, and they're laying on the table still because they're wet, and you cannot pick them up when they're wet because it's the copy paper. You can pick it up when it's wet, move it around as long as you're careful and not tear it up too bad. That paper, the minute you pick it up, it tears. But I just these are just it made me so happy. I was just like,
Yeah, those are
oh,
gorgeous.
and
I
see
love
this,
them.
see how much more colors in this. Let me get this one. Um, see
Yeah,
how
the
much more
first ones just
color.
looked like they got wet and that was it. But
Yeah, and part of that is because, and that's because the water was clear when I started putting paper in, and here the water had the color in it when I put the paper in it, and I'm
yeah.
quite sure that that's what it was. I don't think it was because I had more onion skins or anything. I think it was just because of uh, the water having color because all of the papers are more yellow. This is one of those silverwares
Uh-huh.
envelopes, but it undid itself. So if I choose to use it that way, I'll have to glue it back
Reglue
together.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, re-glue it. So, anyways, oh, and this was the top sheet.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. Um,
That needs
that
to
was
be a cover of a journal.
you think, huh?
I do.
Okay.
I think so. I think you ought to scan whatever you can scan, just put it on your scanner and scan as much of it as will scan
Uh
and
huh.
make that into a digital thing too before you do anything with it.
Yeah, I might do that because this one's really pretty. Now, what happened with this? The reason the lines are in this one is because after I put the papers all in the pan, I have some grates
Yeah.
like cookie racks, cooling racks that I
Right.
put on top of it to keep the paper under the water, because
Oh,
otherwise
that's
paper floats to the
beautiful.
top.
Well,
I
and you
think
can
it's a
just see a butterfly and flowers. In the upper right hand corner, there's a butterfly, on its side standing up. And then there's a flower it's standing on, and then there's another flower, and
yeah, uh-huh. I mean, there's
yep,
all
yep,
kinds of things in it.
all kinds of stuff in there.
So, and the
Sherry
backside's really
agrees
pretty
with me.
too.
She says scan them. Yeah, the back's gorgeous too. Scan both sides.
Yeah. So, I think it would make pretty pages in a journal too,
Oh,
because
definitely.
both sides are so pretty. That way you could use both sides. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to show you.
Thank you for showing me.
Yeah, now I have a small pile and a few more piles to get used up of the deal was is that I promised Jeffrey I'd get that if he was going to leave it there for me, I needed to get that wood burnt up right away.
Right.
It's something I couldn't leave sit there. So I've been doing this because that doesn't take so much. I can do yard work and stuff now because the new thing is so much easier to feed. So once I
Right.
get the paper in the bin, and I have a whole bunch of avocado skins and pits. So that will be the next one that I
Yeah.
do, next pile. And then our privet tree has these berries on it, and I want to put them in. I've put them in before, and they've given the paper some, I put them in between the paper, and they've given the paper some color. And I don't know if they will or not just by boiling the berries. So that's one of the next things I want to try is the
Yeah.
avocado skins and the berries. I have not been putting a bunch of leaves in there because we don't have a lot of nice leaves right now.
Yeah.
The everything's dead.
Yeah. I was gonna say up here there's not anything. Bye,
Yeah.
Andrea. Thanks for
Bye.
coming. It was good to see you.
I am going to try very, very hard to stream on Sunday, guys. Just FYI. Um, but for today, I think we're going to go. Both of us are tired.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, love you all. God bless you. Have a great rest of your day and have a good weekend.
Yep.
We'll see you
Love you
at
guys.
Tanya's on Sunday. Bye
Mm-hmm.
bye.
Bye.